Welcome to the Retro Video Store Podcast.
Welcome everyone to the Retro Video Store Podcast. I'm your host, Eric.
Hi, Eric.
And that's my co-host, Neil.
I'm Neil, and I have no fucking clue where the other guy is.
Neither do I. He sent us a message that he was going off for class again, and we haven't seen him.
Which is weird, because I heard David has no class. Get it? Thank you.
So today, we're jumping back in to the 90s. Hey man, remember the 90s? We're on a little bit of a 90s kick right now, and we're doing Congo from 1995, a Michael Crichton adaptation. Continuing our 1990s adventure, we have done quite a few this year. We did Time Cop, Demolition Man, The Relic, Wrong Turn. We're doing Congo today, and Deep Rising next week. So we're just in the middle of a 90s kick. And we're also doing sort of a weird Stan Winston mini tribute thing, because Stan Winston did the special effects for this movie as well as The Relic and a couple of other things we've done. So we're just kind of...
Deep Rising would be the great name for a Taco Bell commercial.
Yeah. Deep.
Oh, and Stan Winston? Dude, we've been watching these movies. You just completely forget how badass some of that stuff was.
Yeah. And this one is a fun movie, but it's kind of weird because it tries to be a lot of different movies at the same time, where it shifts tonally into different genres. And it's also kind of silly, but it's still fun. It got a reputation for being a bad movie as far as critics hated it, and it has a low Rotten Tomatoes score and stuff like that, but it's fun. It is. I'm
gonna slightly disagree with you on that fun part.
Uh-huh.
So we tuned in. I mean, there's one thing about the movie that really pissed me off, and it's a trope that I can't fucking stand. There's one thing that really made me angry, and I hated it. But I was also very tired and grouchy when I watched the movie, so it may be better than I'm giving it credit for. But I don't know. I don't think fun was the way I would describe it. I was sitting there and I was literally just watching a movie. I didn't really have a reaction to it. And I think maybe it's because of where I was at mentally, just so exhausted. But I watched it and I was like, all right, okay, money. That was okay. It was Africa, explosion, rockets, evil monkeys. Okay.
What was the trope that drove you nuts, though?
Okay, I fucking hate in any movie that's in Africa, they'll show you a fucking picture of like an African animal, and then they'll drive by in their truck or some shit just to prove they're in Africa. Oh, look, here's some zebras. Oh, look, here's a shot of some giraffes. Let us go past it just to prove we're in Africa. You know what I'm talking about?
Setting up the shot. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, but it's the worst setting of the shot because the zebras are hanging out like 5 feet away from these guys doing all this this work on machines and the fucking airplane. The zebras wouldn't want to be anywhere near that. It'd freak them out. They'd run away.
But they still got to push them into frame to make sure that people know they're in Africa, though.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
And it's going to have
just okay, hey, we're in Africa. We're going to Africa. Oh, look, that looks like a very African-esque setting to me.
And it's going to have jungle drums.
Oh, that too. God, for fuck's sake.
Well, we're kind of bearing
some sort
the lead
of native
here.
Ceremony. You know what we need? We need a native ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
We need to have them like doing some dancing and some chanting and stuff like that. And you know what I would really like is when the filmmakers go to Africa just to run up and go like, hey, this is what we need, just to have a whole bunch of the guys go, that's some racist shit. Not everybody does that. We're not going to do that for you. Shut up.
Well, where they really lean into it, and I don't know, have we done Coming to America? I don't think we have. We probably should.
No,
if we haven't. No. But like they really lean to it when they show Zamunda in the fictional African country of Zamunda, and everything, all the animals are really close together, and they're just all very like monkeys are riding on the back of horses, back of zebras, and everything's very very I do love a fictional African country though. Like Zamunda is right next to Wakanda. They're just a little bit away from each other. But we're bearing the lead here. Let's do what we always do.
People can't see. I got my
He's
Wakanda forever.
He's doing the
my
Wakanda forever sign
right now. That one makes my wife angry. We'll be shopping. She'll be shopping. She decides to get some supplements. She goes, I'm looking. I was behind her, and she's like, I'm looking for ashwagandha, and every time she do it, I do my Wakanda forever. And so the lady sees it, she starts laughing. So she starts saying it more. So I would do it. She doesn't appreciate that. Okay.
Wives, man, they're always annoyed by our antics.
I've always been like this. It's not like it's a surprise.
Same here. I've always been the same jackass for the last,
you've known me for 30
years.
You've known me for 30 years. Did you expect me to like change and mature at this point in the game? You got to realize, all right, I'll hold down a job and help pay the bills and be as good a father as I can be. But when I am not doing all of that, I'm going to be a dick.
Well,
that's all there is to it.
It's a husbandly duty though. If she walks by, what do? Smack her on the butt.
I got to slap her ass.
Yeah, you got to smack her on the butt. Yeah, that is like, that is our, it's like the love is gone if your wife walks and you don't smack her butt. You got to smack her butt.
You don't want to touch her butt or take a cheap boob grab.
Yeah, just
my favorite one. I fake the yawn because every now and then I'll get like she'll believe me and then it's over and it's like boop 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 boop.
Yeah,
so it's so fan. Okay.
Anyway, back to the movie.
Oh.
So, well, let's go back to do what we always do. Neil, what did you watch this week?
Nothing. I watched nothing. I was barely home, and I worked myself into getting mildly sick, which I think I'm beating because like Sunday night I was fucking wiped out. Today I was wiped out. I feel better now. Been taking all kinds of drugs and drinking tons of water. So the California State Police Officers Memorial was in Sacramento this weekend and went up to play it. So we had gotten together a lot. I had to do a bunch of maintenance on my bagpipe and I had new reeds in and I had to help get those calibrated and I had to go over to some other guys' houses that were better at it than me. And then we practiced a bit and then the band is getting ready to go to DC for the National Police Officers Memorial. So first off, I don't know how people feel about this. It is a very small thing to play to honor the people that did not get to go home. And it makes it incredibly real when you meet their families and their children.
Oh, God, yeah.
That's a tough one. As a dad, seeing little kids with the pictures of their parents on it, and you're just like, Jesus Christ, there's nothing you can do. But I mean, in my own small way, that's part of why I play the pipes for the memorial band that I'm in, is to go out and we play for these guys. And so, yeah, that was what I did. There were 13 police officers or law enforcement officers, not just police officers, that were killed in the state of California last year.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's a lot. And there's a lot of little kids that are not going to have a dad to come home to anymore. So I don't know any, I don't know people's feelings on the police. I know a lot of people feel negatively about it, but that's the same reason why racism is stupid, because not everybody of a certain color behaves a certain way. So not every law enforcement officer is a fucking asshole. And some are actually there to do the job correctly.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so that's what I did. That's my little soapbox. That's me trying to do something for my community in my very shitty skills as a bagpiper. And it wasn't even just playing to drink, man. Practice is an excuse to go have some beers and play the bagpipes. This was some serious shit. But, and on the way up there, the guy I rode up with, he's a hockey fan. And we were coming back when we got done with Memorial, where we were listening to it. I guess if the Avalanche played somebody.
The Avalanche are playing the Mammoth right now.
Okay.
In fact, I was watching that right before
6-9. It was like a 6-9 game.
Yep.
It was like goal after goal after goal after goal. We were listening to it, and he's a rabid hockey fan. So just listening to him yell and scream and get worked up about that. Yeah,
I enjoy. I hate to say it. The lack of normal sports has pulled me into hockey, and I have a friend. She's a big hockey fan, and she's, she roots for the Avs and for the Bruins. The Bruins got beat up, and then so I've been watching the Avs. It's been fun. It's been fun. So that leads me to what did I watch? What did I watch? I didn't really watch too much. I tried to watch a movie called Let Sleeping Corpses Lie, aka The Living Dead at Manchester Morgue, because it was recommended to me as, this movie is just awful and really good. I mean, it's good. It's so bad it's good. You should watch it. I couldn't get through the first half of the movie. It was so bad. It was so boring. It is a Italian zombie movie, but it sucks. It is boring as shit.
So I got to tell you, every one of these Italian movies you've had us watch, I would put into that category. So I don't see why you're surprised.
This one is just particularly boring, and people are just wandering around in the English countryside, and it's just the zombies are really slow and stupid, and the dialogue is really bad. It's just a bad movie, but it came out in 1974, and it is bad. So please skip.
It's like a 52-year-old movie.
Yeah, The Living Dead at Manchester Morgue. It is fucking terrible.
Again, seems right up your alley if it was made in Italy.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be great. I was like, man, I've never seen this. It sounds awesome. I should check it out. But it was, bad. So I didn't really watch any other movies. But I did go to see the band Bush in concert on Sunday night for a 90s memories.
Did you hear that noise?
What?
Did you hear that? That was the respect I had for you rushing out of my body and fleeing into the other room to find a rope and a rafter.
It was actually, they actually sounded really good.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'll give them that much.
I can't hear you. I've muted you. What did you say?
They actually sounded pretty good.
What? I'm sorry. Your lips moving, but I'm not getting audio.
Is that good?
Sorry, what? Douche says sounds good. What?
Yeah, but we also went to an arcade called One Up downtown Denver. That was fucking
back
fun.
home to something important now. Let's talk about this.
Those arcade
games you sent me looked awesome.
Yeah, this barcade in downtown Denver off of Colfax has the greatest collection of pristine old video games. Just they have everything you can imagine. They had classic Punch Out. They had of course, Galaga and Miss Pac-Man and Sinistar and Satan's Hollow, which is one I hadn't seen in God knows how long.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
They had Crystal Castles. They had Wayne Gretzky's 3D Hockey Showdown, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the first one and second one with the 4-player. They had the Simpsons video game with the 4-player. Then they had a collection of some of the nicest great condition new pinball machines I've seen in a while. They had the Evil Dead pinball machine with the Henrietta topper that pops up. They had the Halloween pinball machine and Jaws and Godzilla and just everything that you would want to play in as far as pinball goes. And it was fun as hell. That was it was super exciting to go see that vintage video games.
Did you see any deaf, dumb, and blind kids playing a mean pinball while you were there?
No, did not see Tommy there.
Okay, just checking. Got to ask.
Tommy is maybe a movie we should do. It's so bad.
I think I would rather watch that Italian movie you were talking about
than Tommy. I remember watching Tommy a bunch as a kid because my aunt Mona would babysit us. And I think she had an early tape or something like that, and she would watch it, or it was on TV all the time. We'd watch it over and over again, and it was very traumatizing, especially Uncle Ernie. Keith Moon plays this like really awful kind of molesting uncle that molests Tommy. it's fiddle about. It's really it was awful. And Anne Margaret singing the Who songs and. It was just really surreal. Ken Russell's Tommy. If you have not seen it, it is a trip. Really bizarre.
It is not a movie to be put aside lightly.
It is not.
It is a movie to be thrown with great force.
All right, let's land this bird and start talking about Congo from 1995. Do you want to hit us with the Internet Movie Database tagline?
When an expedition to the African Congo ends in disaster, a new team is assembled to find out what wrongo.
What went wrongo in Congo? The biggest thing is they didn't give Bruce Campbell a bigger part.
Oh, yeah. I had completely forgotten that he was in this and then remembered that, wait, no, he's going to get iced. And then it was just severely disappointed. And then I had to listen for several minutes how my wife would say, that is a man who has just consistently stayed so handsome. Don't want to know.
Campbell. Speaking of Bruce Campbell, did you watch the new Evil Dead Burn trailer?
Yes, I did. Where she's crawling through that whole fucking horror show while it's going on. It was so good.
Well, this new one is scary as hell, and it is graphic. It came out today, and it's given just the pure insanity Evil Dead vibes. Evil Dead Rise was good. I thought that it kind of petered out at the end, but it was mostly good. But this one looks like it's balls to the wall craziness, and I'm all down for it. The Evil Dead is an underrated franchise, and I think they have yet to make a bad movie. Of course, Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness,
so
and
good.
The 2013 Evil Dead, which is awesome, Evil Dead Rise, and now Evil Dead Burn, and the Ash versus the Evil Dead TV show, which was a lot of fun too.
I'd only seen a few episodes. I hadn't watched the whole thing.
Yeah, I watched the first season and it was really, really good. I should watch the second and third season because it's consistently fun and very, just everything you want with part comedy and part horror, with Bruce Campbell being Bruce Campbell, which is always a good thing.
Hail the king, baby. And then his other finest work was narrating the Spider-Man video game.
Oh, he narrated the Spider-Man video game? I didn't know that.
One of them, yeah. One of the Spider-Man video games. Pretty good.
Very cool. Yeah. All right. So Congo, 1995. Frank Marshall was the director, and it was based on a novel by Michael Crichton, released June 9th of 1995. It had a budget of $50 million and actually worldwide grossed $152 million. I did not realize this was as big of a hit as it was for 1995. Produced by Kathleen Kennedy and Sam Mercer. Frank Marshall hasn't done a shitload of movies, but he's responsible for a few. Some popular, some not so popular, but he was definitely a very big producer. Frank Marshall's responsible for a lot of big movies. Still going on. He's 79 years old. He's married to Kathleen Kennedy. I did not realize that. Kathleen Kennedy, very controversial. Some blame her for the downfall of the Star Wars franchise. And as South Park put a chicken in it and make her gay. when they're talking about Star Wars franchise. But he directed Arachnophobia, the movie Alive about the soccer team that had resorted to cannibalism, a movie called 8 Below, which I think is about sled dogs, with Paul Walker. That's weird. Did some documentaries, Bee Gees documentary called How Can You Mend a Broken Heart, the Beach Boys documentary, but he's done a lot of producing all the way from 1973 with Paper Moon, produced Raiders of the Lost Ark and Poltergeist, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Hook, Milk Money, the movie about where the kids buy a prostitute for their dad. Remember that
Wholesome
one?
family entertainment.
Yeah. I can't believe that was actually a plot for a movie in 1994, starring Melanie Griffith and Ed
Melanie
Harris.
Griffith, thank you.
Mm-hmm. A little bizarre. Did Seabiscuit, Black Stallion, Hoot, Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull. Yeah, he's still producing. Jurassic World: Rebirth. Yeah, tons of stuff. But directed this movie. Was a Golden Raspberry Award winner, or was nominated for 7 Golden Raspberry Awards, including Worst Picture. But it was also nominated for Best Science Fiction Movie from the Saturn Awards. And the Saturn Awards we talk about is, they're very, very lenient on on movies for the most part. So at this point, Michael Crichton could wipe his nose on a napkin and they would put that in production, because after Jurassic Park, they wanted to produce everything that he did. Thank you so much for the Laura Linney. I have Neil posted a picture of Laura Linney in in a natural state, but I've always had a super crush on Laura Linney. Just something about her. She's in this movie. Let's go back to Michael Crichton.
Yeah, distracted you. My bad.
Yeah, 1980 novel by Michael Crichton. Michael Crichton's an interesting guy. We talked about him a little bit when we did the movie Runaway. He was responsible for Runaway. He's a medical doctor, and he's also into computer programming, and just basically a super smart guy. Had lots of irons in the fire, as they say, but he started writing movies and writing novels, and a lot of them were adapted into movies. I remember the first one I was aware of as a kid was the movie Coma. Sorry, I keep thinking it's not Coma's. Is not his, is it?
The Andromeda Strain.
Yes, the Andromeda Strain. I always get Coma and the Andromeda Strain mixed up. The Andromeda Strain was a science fiction movie that I was really excited to see, and it turned out to be so dry and boring to the eyes of like a 10-year-old. It was very kind of clinical, where this outbreak happens and these scientists are investigating it, and it doesn't really have any of that.
There were no explosions. There was no blood, no kills.
Yeah, no boobs.
No boobs. Nothing you would have been interested in as a child.
Yeah, exactly. It's just. He was also responsible for Westworld and Jurassic Park, The Great Train Robbery, Rising Sun, Disclosure, Sphere, The 13th Warrior. So he's done a lot of stuff. He died, I think, a couple of years ago.
Oh, it's been a bit back.
I
remember hearing him passing away years ago.
So he's been passed away quite a while back. So who wrote Coma? Was it Cook? I don't know why I keep getting it mixed up. Coma, 1978. It was based on... No, the writers were Michael Crichton and Robin Cook. Robin Cook wrote the novel, so I wasn't completely off because Michael Crichton directed the movie Coma. All right. I felt like I was slipping. I'm like, he had to do something with Coma. Don't get your boy slipping here. Cast has a lot of people who are kind of either starting out or in the middle of their careers. Laura Linney, this is the first thing I remember her being in. And she's she plays an electronics expert employed by Travicom, and she's a former CIA operative. Dylan Walsh, I guess I've never seen him in stuff, but I guess he's still acting a lot of TV shows and stuff. And then Tim Curry is hamming it up, being Tim Curry as Herkimer Homolka, a Romanian philanthropist in an obsessive search for the lost city of Zinj. You're muted.
So Dylan Walsh, the only thing I remember him in or know him in other than this was Nip Tuck.
Okay. You got Joe Don Baker hamming it up as well. Lots of people hamming it up in this movie.
He was at his Joe Don Bakeriest.
He was.
This film.
Tim Curry always classes up whatever he's in or brings it. He's super funny, and I'm glad that he's still around. He's 80 years old now. Tim Curry, I know he's had a stroke, but he still shows up to fan conventions and everything like that in his wheelchair, and is still out there with the people and stuff like that, and doing a really just being brave and being out there for the fans. And he's just been in so much memorable stuff. He's just an awesome guy. And he was obviously Rocky Horror. And for you millennials, he was in The Worst Witch, where he's singing these super cheesy songs. Of course, Pennywise and It. And in that, he's in this really cheesy Command and Conquer game where he's like this Russian general, and he says, "Space." You have to watch the video for Command and Conquer. Tim Curry.
All right.
Well, yeah, watch it. It's super funny. So he was in On Broadway. He was in Amadeus. It's interesting. Rocky Horror Show. Lots of different things. So super cool guy. Still out there. More power to you, Tim Curry. Want to hit us with the...
how Delroy Lindo.
Oh yeah, Delroy Lindo plays a Ugandan military officer telling you not to eat some sort of
Don't
cake.
Eat my sesame cake.
Sesame cake.
Eat my sesame cake. Talk about an underuse of Delroy Lindo. Ernie Hudson. I got nothing against you, Ernie Hudson.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But Delroy Lindo, think of him in that role.
Mm-hmm.
Because Ernie doesn't come off as being dangerous at all.
Mm-hmm.
Where Delroy, he's got the presence, on screen. He could have done that and looked a little scary. And Joe Pantoliano, that was a perfect amount of time to have him.
Joey Pants, who was in this movie for a little bit.
Perfect amount of time.
Speaking of Ernie Hudson, apparently this is one of his favorite roles that he did as an actor in this movie.
Yeah, that was some of the trivia my wife was looking up while we watched this.
Yeah. All right, let's do the critical consensus.
Felt like Amy. Movie bad. Rotten Tomatoes. They got a total of 54 reviews on this to give the film an approval rating of 24%, and the consensus states. Yeah, I didn't feel any of the way. I'm middle of the road with this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that stupid ass shot with the zebras and the cars going by. Other than that, you take that out, I'd probably like the movie a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they say mired in campy visual effects and charmless characters. Delroy Lindo, hello, shut the fuck up. Congo is a suspenseless adventure that betrays little curiosity about the scientific concept it purports to care about. Like talking monkeys. And monkey lasers. Metacritic rated it 22 out of 100 based on 19 reviews, meaning generally unfavorable. Roger Ebert of the Chicago Sun-Times rated it 3 out of 4 stars, which surprised the shit out of me to read. He called the film a splendid example of genre no longer much in fashion, the jungle adventure story. It was nominated for 7 Golden Raspberry Awards, and Hal Hinson of the Washington Post gave the film a Spielberg knockoff, shamelessly lifting themes and ideas from a handful of Stevens' greatest hits. He criticized Amy the Gorilla as the most disappointing performance of all. Okay, so first off, you gotta train that gorilla. You don't know how long it took it to learn the lines. That's just fucking mean. Amy's out there doing the best she can. And looking all misty-eyed and shit when they're going to leave her in the jungle. Get that performance out of any other primate. Go suck it. Suck it, dude.
Neil, it was a puppet.
Fuck you, Eric. Anyway, and he opined that the supporting actors, Tim Curry and Ernie Hudson, stood out more than the lead actors. Okay. How is Tim Curry not going to stand out more than anybody
Tim fucking
else
Curry.
on screen?
He's going to be
Tim
a character.
fucking Curry.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, the AV Club's Ignatia Visha Eastern European name, said that Congo was full of goofy pleasures, like delectably goofy lasers and mutant killer apes. Dude, I'm all about the monkey lasers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all about that. The monkey lasers were great. Calling it one of the most enjoyable films that came out of the post-Jurassic Park period, he said he enjoyed the film more as a campy comedy than as the thriller the trailers made it out to be, and concluded with, is Congo a good film? It's certainly a good time.
That's a good review.
That is a solid review for the film.
Yeah, because I feel like I watched it originally back in 1995, and I think it was a rental, and I was excited because I thought Bruce Campbell was going to have a bigger part in the movie. And once he died, I was just like, this is bullshit. Bruce Campbell deserves it. I mean, I'm an Evil Dead fanboy. So, I was expecting him to be in the movie a lot longer. And I would have liked to see what his relationship as Laura Linney's boyfriend would be would be like. That would just seems like an odd.
Give the Monkey King some sugar, baby.
Yeah, it seems a little odd pairing.
Yeah, if I want to see a main character get killed, I will watch fucking Steven Seagal get sucked out of that airplane, and that is so enjoyable.
Oh, we need to watch that. We have to put it on the list. Executive decision, right?
Yeah, back when he could have fit in that tube.
Now
Now he can't fit in the tube. But okay, so like they're saying, it looked like it was going to be a horror movie. I went and saw this in the theaters, and I got to say, I wanted more. I wanted more ash white evil monkeys. That's what I needed.
Yeah.
I needed me some evil ash white monkeys just tearing shit up, going in. Didn't like it. You know what it reminded me of? Have you seen Land Before Time? Not Land Before Time. Jesus Christ. Land of the Lost.
Yeah.
With Will Ferrell.
Yeah. I think that's that's an underrated movie. That movie cracks me the fuck up.
That's so good. You mean you got this from underneath the dinosaur's dong? How was that? Are you seriously asking? It was very peaceful, like fly fishing. Fucking love that movie. It's so good. Okay. When they're in the Slee Stack, I don't know, condominium complex.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that reminded me of. Except the Slee Stacks were far more aggressive. Those monkeys took their sweet time.
Yeah, I think we should probably maybe do Land of the Lost sometime. It's an underrated movie. Anytime you get Danny McBride and Will Ferrell together, it's going to be at least amusing.
I don't know how many times a week when I'm doing something and people aren't paying attention, I'm like, "Behold, ye troglodytes! I'm trying to give y'all a kick-ass time."
Another Danny McBride movie that is underrated is Your Highness. I love that stupid movie.
That is so stupid. It's so good. I still
he's doing triangle face.
I'm still stuck on that on Land of the Lost. You see, I call this. He grabs that mug. This is the perfect woman. Big old titties, no head. That was so good.
And Chaka is fucking stupid as hell.
Did you say chorizo tacos? Don't listen to me, Chaka. I'm hungry. Can you tell I've watched this movie a lot? This movie really, really tickles me.
Okay, so you're a closet fan like I am, because I watch. If it's on TV, I'll watch that shit. It's so.
Oh,
funny.
I'm not a closeted fan. I'm straight out with it, man. And then I powered my way through a 6-inch veggie sub, and that's when it hit me.
Stupid.
What was the book at the end? Matt Lauer can suck it. No, illegal. They told us the lawyer said we could have this book on. It's such a great movie. That's all right. You want to do Deep Rising or whatever? That's fine. That's great. That's fine.
I'll have to put it on the list. That's good. That's good.
Throw it on the list, guys.
We're just kind of in this '90s mode, this year. It just seems like we've hit the '80s thoroughly. I mean, like we have hit the '80s, so it's kind of time to get the '90s going a little bit and see some of those movies that are kind of under discussed. And Demolition Man was really good. The Relic was really good. This one is okay. It's not great, but it's still it's passable. You tell that it had a decent budget. This at the beginning you see the satellite feed. This is the one thing that is aged very badly. Just the whole premise between he wants diamonds for his satellites for communication. Doesn't make any sense.
For his lasers.
Lasers, yeah.
But
Travicom's orbital laser communication system immediately setting up the stakes. In the Congo, we see the lost civilization of, how does Tim Curry say it? Zinj.
That's so awesome.
Get that, shaky cam, everybody gets attacked, and you wonder what the hell's going on. And then they call in Laura Linney's character. She's going to go do another expedition to go find out what's going on. But for their excuse is to take this monkey, Amy, the sign language monkey, with the Nintendo Power Glove on her arm.
I don't even go into the training it took to have that monkey use that thing. That was like $49 million of the budget right there. You know what, Coco the gorilla, you're a bitch. You're a little bitch, Coco. Amy got out there and fucking earned her money, Coco. What's Coco doing? Playing bass with Flea and pinching Robin Williams' nipples. Amy is out there fucking busting her ass. She is swinging on that pole and bringing home the nickels for her family. Mm-hmm. Fuck you, Coco.
So Amy is somehow tied to Zinj because she's making little drawings and stuff of it in her little room and stuff. And Yeah.
So, and this is the other thing too. They got a psychic monkey. What are the chances that you're going to be able to train this monkey to talk and have it be a psychic monkey at the same time?
Mm-hmm. And she drinks
Fucking
martinis and everything.
Suck it, Coco. And she is a party monkey. She's drinking booze. She's smoking cigarettes. She is out there embracing life. What did Coco do? Sat there, got fat, demanded kittens, and waited for people to come to her. Amy was a go-getter.
Once again, Neil, Dan Winston created Amy.
Once again, go fuck yourself.
So the first part of the movie is odd. It's just getting to the Congo. So they're, going through all these military upheaval and government upheavals, trying to get on different planes. At this point, it's kind of like, the adventure story where they're on the planes and they're shooting heat-seeking missiles out of the air with flares and all this kind of stuff.
Man, if they'd had the monkey shooting the missiles, that would have been even better.
Yeah.
They could have had the monkeys branch out a little bit and start really going at people.
Monkeys with rocket launchers?
Fuck yes. I want sharks with freaking laser beams on their heads. I want monkeys with rocket launchers. It's not too big of an ask.
Yeah, so there's corrupt officials and they're trying to pay everybody off so they can get on the plane. The plane gets shot down and they throw all their supplies and everything out of the plane with little parachutes and stuff like that. Yeah, at this point you don't see any of the crazy murderous gorillas yet. But that's when the movie kicks into high gear.
Opportunities lost, man. We could have had monkeys just going out and just ravaging the countryside.
I did like the hippo attack. That part was kind of cool where they're in the waters and the hippos attack. And
the hippos are dangerous as shit.
Fuck yeah. That was one of the things, like, if we watched The Crocodile Hunter, he was always scared of hippos. Like, it would screw you up. And there's this video that was viral on like Instagram like 3 or 4 years ago where these people are like on a boat and this hippo dives in the water. And the guide is obviously a local and he's hauling ass, like he's freaking out. And then you see the goddamn hippo coming out of the water, like just feet from the back of that boat. And that boat is hauling ass. That's pure horror there.
I have a far more terrifying story if you want to hear it.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So we were at an animal park. There's hippos. We're by the fence. Dude's there. He's giving his little spiel. The hippo comes over and starts walking back. It's wiggling its ears, which apparently it's really agitated. And the guy starts to back up. No one else has paid attention to this. The dude who's doing everything has backed up. And the hippo gets really, really close to the edge. And there's this huge, it's not like a fence thing. There's this huge thing, like a little bump and then water, so it can't get over it, whatever. But that hippo is like right on the edge and it's not happy. So I'm with the dude here. I start backing up like he must know something. That hippo turned its ass, took a shit, and then windshield wipered it with its tail and sprayed shit everywhere. And all the people that were on the fence got nailed with shit on the little edge there. And I'm in the back with the dude. And I just remember looking at him like, you knew what was going to happen, huh? And he just kind of shrugged like, fuck, I said. It's part of it. So kids were crying. People were angry. So for that reason alone, I narrowly, like the croc hunter, I narrowly avoided it that time. They almost got me.
What is funny is those people at the zoo that day will never forget their visit to the zoo.
Never going to
forget. It will be in their, and it's better than any other experience they could have had. Like, oh, we saw some hippos or we saw this and that. But like, no, remember the time when we got sprayed with shit from a hippo's tail? that is a story that they'll never, with it. Yeah, they'll never forget.
Oh, we still remember. I told you, like Sammy and I were going on our honeymoon. We didn't have a lot of money, and so it's just a quick drive down. We decided we'd go to Disneyland when it was slightly more affordable. Mm-hmm. And we're waiting in line. She wants to go see the tiki room, and a bird shits on her. Mm. And I'm sitting there telling the guy, like, "Hey, man, you got like some water or some paper towels?" So the bird shit on my wife, and the guy sitting there goes, "You're never going to forget this." If that's great, some wet paper towels or something, bro. Let's go.
That's when you go buy another T-shirt from a gift shop and wear that for the rest of the day.
Okay, just got married on a little bit of a budget.
Yeah,
$60 Disney tee was not in order.
So the movie gets a little bit more intense as they get closer to the part where they find the old expedition at the beginning, and they discover Zinj, and Tim Curry's super happy, and he's he's gonna die. That's just that's he's not long for this movie. Tim Curry's not. And they find the corpses from the first expedition, and everything's going crazy.
Some of them, they found a few. Others got et real good.
Yeah, but that part is this part of the movie is what I remember the most, is with all the fucking lasers and the turret guns and all the other stuff that's going on. They spent a lot of money on lasers.
Just the laser action at the end was just so fucking far out there, just out of nowhere. It was so great, but you knew when they showed at the beginning that somebody was going to have to go fucking rage on the monkeys with the laser. But think about how well trained they had to be, that they weren't cracking the bones to get to the marrow. They were just chewing off the meat real politely. No teeth marks, no nothing. Just real fucking classy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you like about the big dangerous albino monkeys.
So,
and then Amy, the hostility out of nowhere. So you've got this. Not only can she talk, not only is she psychic, but she's got some anger in her back pocket. She's going to go down there and save her man.
Mm-hmm.
She's not putting up with shit. She's going to just wade right in there. Now, how many times have you seen on Instagram where two guys are fighting and then the girl, the wife, the girlfriend tries to get in the middle and it ends badly? Nope. Amy's got right in the middle of that shit. Settled everybody down.
The worst thing that I've seen in I watch a lot of fight videos on Reddit and
I'm
Instagram.
aware.
I just watch them because they just amuse me. But if you are going to get in a fight, right, and your girlfriend steps in the middle in front of you, that's just prime opportunity for the guy you're fighting to punch the shit out of you, give you a nice like haymaker because you're not paying attention. You're trying to pull your girlfriend out of the way, and he's going to fucking clock you in the face.
Have you been looking at Instagram, Mario Salazar, the dude who I sent you?
I love his.
Yeah. Oh, this guy's gonna pound all the puss. He's got so many good fight videos on there, and his play-by-play is freaking epic. His Spanglish is on point, dude. Especially the way he slips in and out. It just reminds me of being back home. It's so good.
He's super funny.
It's like random guys you talk to in Albuquerque, at the frontier, like narrating what's happening outside.
So the gorillas are smart. How many gorillas are in this movie? Do you think the white gorillas? There's got to be dozens.
It's like a never-ending supply. But you know what? How smart were they actually? Because I know they wasted a lot of time training them to do what they did. But at the end, some of them, I think this is where the ASPCA should have come in. Some of them were so depressed, they were just jumping right into the lava. They'd had enough of life. They'd had enough of the movies, the pressure, the fans, right? The body shaming, the unrealistic monkey expectations that they, that was audible. The unrealistic monkey expectations that they started leaping right into the lava. They just watched 15 of their buddies get like roasted alive. Like, you know what? I'm done with this. Apparently this is the all Amy show, and then boom, down they go.
One of the funny things I saw that the lava effects are not CGI. They're created in miniature using methyl cellulose mixture and composited into the final shots.
Okay, so methyl cellulose it's basically the glue that they use to help bind books. You get a nice hardcover book and it's got that paper on the inside cover. That's glued down usually with methyl cellulose.
One thing that
things you learn in college.
Yeah, I believe you. It's pretty good. The more you know.
Thank you.
I wish I had the little more you know music. Do, do, do. Oh, that was perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm a man of many talents. I can't train me no monkeys though, but I can appreciate people that can.
Well, one thing that they did well, the Stan Winston affects people, is make Amy's eyes look good. And you mentioned it. She has like kind of like, more realistic looking monkey eyes and not very the human looking, which would take you out of the whole equation. But they did a good job with that. And I guess they used some sort of special lathe to do the curvature of the monkey eyes.
Do you know why she had the monkey eyes?
Why?
Because she's a monkey, Eric. That's why she had the monkey eyes.
It's monkey eyes because she was a monkey. Okay.
Yes. And a little bit slutty. She runs off with the first silverback she sees. And again, maybe it was all the pressure. She just had enough. She just wanted to go live in the woods, get a little tail. Happy lady.
Yeah, she wanted the D. Amy wanted the D. She can be mommy. So she can throw away her little stuffed animal like mother or mommy or whatever she's signing or whatever.
Which leads me to, and I'd heard this once, and it's one of those things that sticks in your heads. That adult male gorillas have the smallest penis of any ape to their body size.
Really?
Yes.
No wonder they're so angry.
So let's just, no shit. So just looked it up. All right. Despite their massive, powerful stature, their genital size is small. So it's 1.1 to 2.5 inches in length when erect. Monkey boners. Tiny monkey boners.
Tiny monkey boners. Poor silverbacks.
Well, they're overcompensating for everything else. It's just like in humans. Yeah. The big jacked guys got the teeny weeny syndrome.
Going back to the monkeys attacking and everything like that, the one thing that bothered me is you didn't really get to see the detail in the white gorillas very much. They did a lot of quick cutting and stuff like that, which drives me nuts. Yeah. I didn't really get to see how they looked, other than getting just short glimpses of it. It's kind of a bummer.
Yeah, we didn't spend enough time on that. But then again, probably not a lot of budget for that.
I did like the sentry guns. It reminded me of, you've seen the extended version of Aliens, right?
Yes.
Where they have like the sentry guns in the hallway to kill off the aliens while they're, to keep them from getting into the cordoned off area where all the humans are. And in the Aliens director's cut, you just see like different shots of these sentry guns, and they're just, mowing alien after alien down. It's implied, don't really show it that well, but it's done in the point where you see them running out of ammo and stuff. So it kind of heightens the tension of what's going on. The Aliens director cut is pretty good. It's much better than Congo, the movie that we're talking about right now. But
right. You don't have to tell me you're not a fan of the monkeys. You just want the aliens. You want the aliens coming in, taking the monkey jobs.
Yes, exactly. They took our jobs. So kill count, you got about 8 people dying in the expedition, 3 to 5 people dying on the trek, and then 6 people dying from random monkey attacks. So about 20 deaths. I think people they wanted this to be like the next Jurassic Park, but it's too campy to be Jurassic Park.
Well, big, if they had some big rubber lizards, maybe it would be a little bit more like throw a dinosaur in there. Who's to say what those guys train to do all their work living out there?
So Congo, it's not bad. If you are 90s completist and you haven't seen it, I suggest checking it out. It is amusing, and depending on your mindset, I think Neil was grumpy when he watched it, so he didn't really get into it. I was kind of in the mood to watch it, so I think I had a little bit more enjoyment out of it. Still crushing on Lori Linney. She's like 62, still looks really good. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's talk about the 1995 box office. And what was 1995 like? And I feel like there's a lot of decent movies that came out in 95. Let me add that link in here. Number 1 movie that year was Batman Forever.
Oh.
Which, yeah, we haven't done that yet, have we?
No, over Apollo 13.
Yeah, Apollo 13 was second place. Original Toy Story is number 3.
All right.
Pocahontas is number 4. I've never seen Pocahontas. Just
So you don't know anything about the blue corn moon?
I do not know anything about the Blue Corn Moon.
That's all I know. I heard the song. That's all I know. At the Target they have a little Disney section. They have a little video screen, and it plays like videos of the songs. And every time we go in there, it's playing the song about the blue corn moon.
The Colors of the Wind. I think it's the name of the song.
Oh, look who maybe knows a little more than he said he did.
I just remember that Vanessa Williams, I think, or something singing that song. Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls was number 5.
One of the funniest scenes in all of cinema.
Which one? The rhinoceros?
The rhinoceros.
Yes. And him fighting Tommy Davidson's the small tribesman guy is pretty funny.
And Quincy Horcha. That's how they know you now. So good.
Casper. Never saw Casper.
My wife loves that movie, so we have seen this many times.
Die Hard with a Vengeance. Crimson Tide. That's a good one. Golden Eye. That's a good one. Waterworld. I've never saw Waterworld.
I still have not seen Waterworld.
Yeah.
And I really have no desire to. How that did better than 7?
Yeah. Dangerous Minds. That's the one with freaking Michelle Pfeiffer is teaching inner city kids. It's got Coolio. 7, Congo, While You Were Sleeping, Get Shorty, The Bridges of Madison County. Never saw that. Mortal Kombat, we've done an episode on.
Mortal Kombat.
The new Mortal Kombat comes out this week.
It looks
Mortal
good.
Kombat with Carl Urban as Johnny Cage. It looks way more entertaining than the one that came before it. The newer one that just came out the past couple of years was so bland. I could give a shit about that guy who was the main character. It was bland as hell. And the CGI and stuff and some of the stuff was pretty good, but I just don't remember anything about it that made me want to see it again. But when you're bringing Carl Urban in and it's featuring Johnny Cage, and it just looks funny. It looks like it's what you want a Mortal Kombat movie to be like. So I'm looking forward to that one.
We got Street Fighter coming out sometime.
Yeah, that one looks interesting too. I saw the what is it? David Dashmalkin is going to be his Bison.
Yeah, that's an interesting choice.
Yeah,
very interesting choice. And of course, Jason Momoa is going to play Jason Momoa.
Mm-hmm.
Blanca's probably going to be riding motorcycles and chugging down Guinness.
Well, I'm interested in seeing how he does as Lobo in the Supergirl movie, because he seems that's like a character that's right up his alley.
Yeah, just gets to be a dick, dude. Look at number 35.
Pulp Fiction was 35. Yeah, so weird.
Oh.
It's insane to me that a movie that was so culturally significant only made $45 million at the box office, but it made $107 million worldwide, but that's one of those movies that was like in the conversation in, forever. I think probably maybe video and premium cable brought it to more eyes.
Dude, I have seen so many of these movies. 69, and not saying that ironically.
Nell. Never saw Nell. Oh my God.
Never.
No.
You don't know about the wind blowing in the wind. You don't know any of that.
No, I did.
Oh,
it just looked too embarrassing for me to watch. The cringe level is too high to see Jodie Foster act that way. Just reminds me of what Robert Downey Jr. said in Tropic Thunder. Never go full,
Mm-hmm. True. You did too well. I thought you were going to say, I'm the dude playing another dude. I thought that's what you're going to say.
Forrest Gump was 58, but I think it came out earlier because it was made $329 million worldwide. That was a phenomenon. Copycat, not a bad movie. It's,
Harry Connick Jr. and
Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah, and
Let me
Holly
get-
Hunter, I
let-
think, too.
Let me get a pair of them squirrel covers.
Friday, that was a big movie. Only made 27 million, but that was also a huge one. Billy Madison, Desperado, Circle of Friends, Usual Suspects, Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight. I think we're circling around that movie. We're going to get to it eventually as we get to more spookier movies later in the year. That one is actually pretty entertaining. With Billy Zane. Bordello of Blood wasn't too bad either. If you can stomach a lot of Dennis Miller being Dennis Miller in that movie.
Just trying to pull any analogy he can out of anywhere.
I watch a lot of like classic SNL clips, and I saw one today that just killed me. Did you ever see that one? Alec Baldwin was the host, and it was a show called, or it was a drama called Green Hilly.
Yes,
where everybody in Alec Baldwin winds up making out with everybody. It's like he makes that with Jan Hooks, and then Victoria Jackson, and then Nora Dunn. Then he makes out with Phil Hartman. Then he makes out with a dog. It's just it's just a stupid skit, but super funny. Shawshank came out that year too.
I can't get over him and Adam Sandler.
Canteen Boy.
It's a very cold Canteen Boy. Hey, would you like some water from my canteen? No, Canteen Boy.
Jade is maybe we should do someday for a salacious call. When that's one with David Caruso in during the erotic thriller.
Oh yeah.
Jerky Boys movie. Brothers McMullen.
They did a Jerky Boys movie?
Yeah. I just remember those tapes.
All right there, Cupcake. I'll paint your car. I'll paint your toenails. I got a roller. I'll do it all.
Well, that leads us to the end of the episode. Lately, we've been watching these kind of shorter movies, and we're kind of like, running out a little bit of time at the end. Wrong Turn last week was 84 minutes. Really not much to talk about. Then this one was fun, but it's just really, do a deep dive analytical, talk about Congo when there's really not much to talk about.
Just as long as the monkeys were treated ethically and safely, and there was supervision on set, I'm okay with the fact that we watched this movie.
Well, they got their arms cut off with lasers.
Heartbroken. Those were the evil ones. Fuck those guys. They knew what they were signing up for.
So next week is Deep Rising, and then Joyride. So we're just hitting the 90s. Hey, everybody, remember the 90s? If you have a suggestion of what you want us to review, rvspodcast222@gmail.com. We will read your email on the air. I don't think we got an email this week. We haven't been getting much emails. Right now, we're kind of in I'm going to say a low point for the podcast. We're not really lighting the numbers up like we did in April. April was the best month we ever had, download wise. And this month is probably going to be one of the worst months we've ever had download wise. It's like dizzying highs and staggering lows all in a row.
It's a lot like a night out with me.
Yeah, just up and down. No pun intended. But
a little bit of that happening too. If you're
don't know if David's going to be back with us next week. If you want to go to buymeacoffee.com and kind of contribute to the cause, we'd appreciate that. And we're going to do everything's kind of wide in the open after May about movies. So if you have any suggestions, we definitely would take them in consideration. I know we've got a couple of things like The Faculty, Urban Legends, Disturbing Behavior, Dark Man. Some of those movies from the 90s we got coming up. Just I don't know which order, and can easily be swayed for different movies because we'll see what we can do.
Dark Man. That's a movie I saw once.
Sam Raimi.
One time. You can say Sam Raimi, but that's the same guy that thought it'd be okay to have Spider-Man dancing.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe not 100%.
No, not 100%. Look, I'm just going to put it out there to the four of you listening. Somebody send Eric a freaking email, please, so he'll get over this. Thank you.
All right, everybody, have a good week.
Have a good week, everybody.
Thank you for listening to the Retro Video Store Podcast.